And now it's time to introduce someone I'm sure you've come across if you spent any time on YouTube and you're in the crypto space. From daily market updates to altcoin deep dives, he's built one of the go-to channels for keeping up with what's happening in crypto. He's also joining us this September as a speaker at Boston Blockchain Week. Please welcome Ben Crypto. Ben, what is up?
Not too much. It's good to see you again. I'm looking forward to the conference. Finally getting on the stage here for a speaker panel. Looking forward to that as well. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no, this is going to be great. I'm excited to see what you are going to be talking about on the Boston Blockchain Week stage. It's exciting. So I know you've been coming to Boston Blockchain Week for pretty much since we started, right?
I joined the second year. You guys took it over, and then this is my fifth straight year.
Awesome. All right. Well, like you said, this is your fifth year coming to this event. So what keeps bringing you back?
It's I just like kind of the size of it. It's more, a medium-sized conference. I've always found that those are better at networking. You can actually sort of target specific people and teams. Then you don't just talk to them once and never see them again. You can see them day one, day two, day three. It's obviously New England. I'm from Boston, about 40 minutes away from where the show is. So perfect location for me. And I think this is pretty much the only crypto conference, not just in Boston, but in all of New England. So you got to represent, got to keep the, sort of promote the local crypto culture. And I like how the conference goes on pretty much I found even some of the down years in crypto, this conference has been even bigger, like the 2022 crypto at Boston Blockchain Week. That was a big one. I remember the market was really down then. That was the first year I went. And then this year, this is shaping up to be probably your biggest conference ever. It's definitely going to be bigger than the last 2 years. Last year, Bitcoin was basically at an all-time high during the conference. This one's going to be bigger. And then even 2 years ago, Bitcoin was at close to an all-time high for that year right there. And again, this year it's going to be bigger. So I think people kind of get a little less, when the market's down, people just focus more on the actual projects, talking with teams. It's less about let's go to this, fancy faraway conference and party and spend money. It's actually about the infrastructure and just who's building, talking to teams.
No, yeah, that's the one thing that I love about this event too, is like you mentioned, it's so much easier because of the size of it, and we are growing. We do anticipate to become the next, South by Southwest, except it'll be North by Northeast. I do love the friendships that I have formed being a part of this community and going to the event every year. And obviously I met you, and I've gotten to know you over the past couple of years.
Yeah, it attracts a lot of good, high-quality people, high-quality teams, and just the size and the layout of the event and the location, Boston, because of the different people. And it's not huge and it's not too small either. It just allows for better conversations. Yeah, it's obviously always great seeing you guys as well. At this one conference, I'd say maybe 70, 80% of the people I see each year, I keep seeing the next year. Very few people drop off. Other conferences, you just see most people once and they want to go to the next new shiny event, some faraway place. Not Boston Blockchain Week. People stick with it.
Couldn't agree more. Obviously, you're on YouTube, you're a content creator, and that's been, a pretty successful thing for you. So what's the biggest mistake that newer crypto investors are making today?
A couple different things. So number one, they're always, tying it with the whole shiny new thing narrative I just mentioned. So when it comes to invest, people are always they have a hot sector, they will invest in that, they'll be seeing decent profits, and then there's always some new hot sector the next month, the month after, and then they just rotate back into that. The sector stays hot for a week, 2 weeks, a month, and then capital flows out of there, goes back into the original sector. So if they stop trying to look for just the next hot thing and realize those are just going to be short-term profits and kind of park their capital in more long-term investments, that's a good thing. And another thing, sometimes your specific time period, your hold period of an investment, I guess it depends on if you're a short-term or long-term trader, but a lot of times I see investors, their thesis is right. Maybe they have a BTC long going in futures, or maybe they picked a meme coin, a utility coin that eventually starts pumping, but the trade in the first few days or even weeks might move against them, and then they just kind of panic sell too soon. They don't want to go broke, they don't want to lose all their capital, but then the trade turns around and their thesis turns out to be right. So I would say just, have faith in your thesis, keep doing the extensive research you're doing, but you just have to be able to stomach short-term dips and do not sell too early if you are convinced that your thesis is right.
Wow. Sounds like I have a lot to learn from you.
It'd be kind of stressful. It's if you want to be the best, it's good traders. Yes, it's a very stressful position.
What's one crypto narrative or sector you think people are sleeping on heading into the next year?
So I think the whole AI thing, I think that that's kind of peaked. It's always going to be here. It'll always be sort of a trendy niche sector, but AI is not going to be the next big thing, whether AI cryptos or AI stocks. I think a lot of the capital is going to flow back out of the AI crypto sector, and then it's going to flow back into sort of sectors like DePIN, cloud storage, data networks, infrastructure plays, and then real world asset plays as well. So companies like Centrifuge, let's see, what else do we have here? Ondo, Near Protocol, plays like that more about like the hardcore sort of just the actual assets itself, the physical piece of it, not just the AI, which is more of just selling kind of an idea of some future technology that you use a little bit now, but the technology is going to keep being advanced. I think we're going to see rotation out of AI and then back into RWA and DePIN. That's my prediction.
That's interesting. AI is always such a hot topic.
It used to be everyone was in love with it, and that it was at first people thought it was going to ruin the world. Then everyone kind of turned positive. Now you have like traders and investors who don't like that AI is stealing liquidity and capital away from crypto or from just regular tech stocks that are not part of AI. So now you're seeing a lot of animosity towards it again. So yeah, it's not all sort of sunshine and roses. It's not like everyone's thinking it is the greatest thing ever. There's pros and cons of it.
All right, Ben. Well, thank you so much for coming on. Can you tell the audience where we can follow you so we can, keep track with what it is you're doing when you upload the next video, and then so we can follow your adventure at Boston Blockchain Week 2026?
Sure. So I'm on YouTube and Twitter mainly. YouTube's the big thing. So it's just Ben Crypto Show. You can search that or just search Ben Crypto. So youtube.com/Ben Crypto Show is the full URL. And I'm also on Twitter. It is at Ben Crypto Show is the handle, or you can just search Ben Crypto. I do a lot of charting, technical analysis on my Twitter, and YouTube is more of long-term, kind of more deep dives, fundamental analysis. I do some utility plays. I do some meme coins as well. I do just some sort of technical analysis of the top few coins, Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum. So I kind of cover everything. Those are the two main things. And then, you can find me there.
All right, Ben, I'm so excited to see you at Boston Blockchain Week. You guys heard it here on where to follow Ben. I'll make sure to put all this stuff down below in the description box. And thanks, Ben. We will see you at Boston Blockchain Week.
Looking forward to seeing you as well. Looking forward to the conference, seeing everyone. And if you're on the fence, definitely come. It's going to be a great time. Thanks, Lauren.